Kindness is often regarded as one of the noblest virtues a person can possess. Society encourages us to be empathetic, compassionate, and understanding. Being kind, in its essence, is a beautiful quality that fosters connections and makes the world a better place. However, like any virtue taken to an extreme, excessive kindness can have a dark side. The dark side of excessive kindness, boundaries, and self-depletion. When you are excessively kind, you may find it challenging to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. This can lead to self-depletion as you continually prioritize others' needs over your own. Stoicism teaches us the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is not. We must recognize that we cannot always make everyone happy, and we should prioritize our well-being as well. Dependency and manipulation. Excessive kindness can attract individuals who take advantage of your generosity. They may become dependent on your support, and this can lead to unhealthy, one-sided relationships. Stoicism reminds us to focus on our virtue rather than the opinions or actions of others. It encourages us to assess our relationships and determine whether they align with our values and well-being. Resentment and burnout. Constantly prioritizing others' needs while neglecting your own can lead to resentment and burnout. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining equanimity in the face of adversity. It teaches us to accept what we cannot change and to find balance in our actions. Excessive kindness can disrupt this balance, leading to emotional turmoil. Now, let's turn to Stoicism for some valuable lessons on finding a balanced approach to kindness. Virtue as the highest good. Stoicism teaches that the highest good is living a life of virtue. While kindness is indeed a virtue, Stoicism reminds us that true virtue involves rationality, wisdom, courage, and justice. Being excessively kind, if it compromises these virtues, may not be truly virtuous. Understanding control. The Stoic concept of the Stoic dichotomy of control encourages us to focus on what is within our control and accept what is not. We can be kind, but we cannot control how others respond to our kindness. This realization can help us avoid unnecessary suffering from unmet expectations. Balancing kindness with wisdom. Stoicism encourages us to combine kindness with wisdom. It's not about being blindly generous, but making thoughtful decisions about when and how to extend kindness. This aligns with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and reason. Cultivating resilience. Stoicism teaches resilience in the face of adversity. Instead of allowing excessive kindness to lead to resentment or burnout, Stoicism offers techniques like negative visualization and premeditation of adversity to prepare us for life's challenges. While kindness is undoubtedly a noble and essential virtue, it can have a dark side when taken to extremes. Stoicism offers valuable insights on how to maintain a balanced approach to kindness by emphasizing virtue, understanding control, and cultivating resilience. By applying Stoic principles, we can be kind without sacrificing our well-being or falling into the trap of excessive kindness's negative consequences. Remember, the path to true virtue lies in balance and wisdom, and Stoicism can be a guiding light on that path. Picture this. Life is a wild, winding river, and you're the captain of your own boat. Stoicism teaches us that in this grand adventure, there are things we can control, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and things we can't, external events, other people, and of course the past. To steer your ship effectively, focus on the stuff you can influence. It's called the dichotomy of control. Now for the past, the Stoics have a crystal clear message. It's pointless to paddle upstream against the currents of your mistakes or wallow in the whirlpools of missed opportunities. Instead, treat the past as a treasure trove of lessons. Let your past inform your present choices, but don't let it shackle your future. Mindfulness, the power of being present. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. This, my friends, is the gateway to Stoic mindfulness, or as the Stoics call it, prosoche. It's all about tuning into the here and now because, guess what? That's the only place where true control resides. When you catch yourself time traveling to past regrets or future frets, gently nudge yourself back to the present. Picture this. You're savoring a scoop of your favorite ice cream. Your mind, fully engaged in the sensory experience, isn't replaying that awkward conversation from last week or anxiously rehearsing tomorrow's presentation. Mindfulness lets you enjoy the sweet, fleeting moments of life without the baggage of yesteryears and what-ifs, falling in love with your destiny. Ever heard of amor fati? It's Latin for love of fate, and it's a concept the Stoics held dear. It means not just accepting your past, but hugging it tight, even the messy bits and wrong turns. Embrace your journey, hardships and all, as the masterpieces they are. Instead of cringing over what might have been, ask yourself, how can I turn this situation into an epic adventure? Find the silver lining in adversity and watch as it transforms you into a warrior of resilience. Premeditation, malorum, playing mind chess with your fears. The future can be a wild beast, full of unknowns and lurking worries. To tame it, the Stoics recommend premeditatio malorum, which translates to the premeditation of evils. This isn't about becoming a doomsday prepper. It's a mental exercise that helps you build resilience. Imagine you're about to give a big presentation. Instead of letting anxiety consume you, visualize the worst-case scenario. You flub your lines, the audience yawns, and your boss rolls their eyes. But wait, you've already played this scenario in your mind, so you calmly adjust your sails and steer the ship back on course. By facing your fears head-on, they lose their power over you. The Stoic virtues, your North Star. Stoicism is all about personal growth, and it's guided by 4 virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Think of these as your North Star. When you align your actions with these virtues, you'll find it easier to let go of past regrets and gracefully dance with the future's uncertainties. Imagine you're faced with a difficult decision, like whether to speak up against injustice at work. The Stoic virtues serve as your compass. Wisdom tells you what's right. Courage empowers you to act. Justice drives your choices, and self-discipline keeps you on the virtuous path. With these virtues as your allies, you'll navigate life's labyrinth with grace. Remember, the power to live a life unburdened by past regrets and future worries is within you, waiting to be unlocked through the magical principles of Stoicism. Until next time, stay mindful, stay stoic, and keep living your most epic adventure. Welcome back to Virtue Elegance. Today, we're diving deep into the transformative power of Stoicism and how you can integrate Stoic morning practices to supercharge your day. Stoicism. By adopting Stoic principles into your morning routine, you can set the tone for a day filled with equanimity, purpose, and personal growth. In this video, we'll explore Stoicism's core concepts and provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to incorporate them into your daily morning ritual. Stoic philosophy, a brief overview. Before we delve into Stoic morning practices, let's briefly touch upon the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy. Control what you can control. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. This means that instead of worrying about external events, we should concentrate on our responses and attitudes. The dichotomy of control. Stoics distinguish between things that are within our control, our thoughts, actions, and decisions, and things that are not, external events, other people's opinions. They advocate directing our energy toward the former, virtue as the highest good. Stoicism places the highest value on living a life of virtue, characterized by wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Virtue is seen as the path to eudaimonia, or flourishing. Amor fati, love of fate. Stoics encourage us to embrace whatever happens in life, even adversity, as an opportunity for growth. Amor fati means loving your fate and making the best of every situation. Stoic morning practices. Now let's explore how you can integrate Stoic principles into your morning routine to transform your day. Morning meditation and reflection. Begin your day with a period of quiet reflection. Find a comfortable, quiet space and consider these questions. What can I control today? How can I respond to challenges with wisdom and virtue? What am I grateful for in my life right now? This practice helps you set your intentions and align your mindset with Stoic principles. The Stoic Journal. Keep a Stoic journal where you jot down your thoughts and feelings. Write about how you plan to apply Stoic principles to today's challenges. Reflect on past experiences and identify areas for improvement. This practice fosters self-awareness and self-improvement. The Stoic reading. Read a short passage from a Stoic text or a contemporary Stoic book. Authors like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius offer profound insights. Reflect on the passage and consider how it applies to your life. This practice provides daily inspiration and guidance. Negative visualization. Take a few moments to imagine the worst-case scenarios for your day or life. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's a Stoic technique called premeditation malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By mentally preparing for adversity, you become more resilient and appreciative of the present moment. Affirmation of virtues. Recite affirmations that align with Stoic virtues. Repeat phrases like, I will act with wisdom and courage today. I am grateful for the opportunity to grow through adversity. I will be just and fair in my interactions with others. These affirmations reinforce Stoic principles in your mind. Mindful breathing practice. Deep and mindful breathing to center yourself. Focus on your breath, and whenever your mind drifts to worries or distractions, gently bring it back to your breath. This practice enhances your ability to stay calm and collected in challenging situations. Incorporating Stoic morning practices into your daily routine can be a game changer. It helps you develop resilience, foster gratitude, and live a life in alignment with your values. Remember, Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but about responding to them with wisdom and virtue. Try these practices for a few weeks, and you'll likely notice positive changes in your outlook on E. Welcome back to Virtue Elegance. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects us all in the digital age: overstimulation. We're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and distractions, and it often feels like our lives are spinning out of control. But fear not, because today we're going to explore how the ancient philosophy of Stoicism can help us regain our focus, tranquility, and a sense of purpose in the midst of this overstimulated world. Overstimulation in the digital age. Overstimulation is a modern epidemic, a relentless assault on our senses. Our smartphones, social media, and the 24/7 news cycle keep us constantly connected and inundated with information. This perpetual state of overstimulation can lead to stress, anxiety, and a feeling of helplessness. The wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded by thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, offers valuable insights into dealing with overstimulation. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, accept what is not, and cultivate inner tranquility. Recognizing what you can control. One of the first lessons of Stoicism is to recognize the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. In the context of overstimulation, this means acknowledging that we can control our reactions and choices, but we cannot control the constant barrage of external stimuli. By accepting this, we free ourselves from the illusion of trying to control the uncontrollable. Embracing minimalism. Stoicism also encourages us to embrace minimalism, This doesn't mean getting rid of all our possessions, but rather simplifying our lives by focusing on what truly matters. In the digital age, this can involve decluttering our digital space by unsubscribing from unnecessary emails, unfollowing toxic social media accounts, and minimizing the apps and notifications on our smartphones. The power of mindfulness. Mindfulness, a key practice in Stoicism, helps us stay grounded amidst overstimulation. By being present in the moment and fully engaged in our tasks, we can find peace amid the chaos. Try incorporating mindfulness exercises into your daily routine, such as meditation or simply taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. The dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, introduced the concept of the dichotomy of control. This idea reminds us that there are things we can control, our thoughts, actions, and values, and things we cannot control. External events, other people's opinions, and the constant flow of information. By focusing on what's within our sphere of control, we reduce anxiety and find a sense of purpose. The Stoic Journal. To implement Stoicism in your daily life, consider keeping a Stoic journal. Reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Write down what you can control and what you cannot. This practice will help you develop self-awareness and a better understanding of your reactions to overstimulation. The virtue of courage. Stoicism also emphasizes the virtue of courage, which is particularly relevant in the face of overstimulation. It takes courage to unplug, to step away from the constant noise of the digital world, and to reclaim our time and attention. Remember that it's okay to disconnect and take breaks to recharge your mental and emotional batteries. In conclusion, overstimulation is a modern challenge that can feel overwhelming, but Stoicism provides a timeless philosophy that can help us navigate this digital age with wisdom and resilience. By focusing on what we can control, embracing minimalism, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating the virtue of courage, we can regain our sense of purpose and tranquility. So, let's strive to live more intentionally, be mindful of our choices, and reclaim our lives from the chaos of overstimulation. Thanks for tuning in to Virtue Elegance, and I'll see you in the next video. When navigating the landscape of human relationships, trust stands out as one of the most vital components for establishing deep and meaningful connections. Be it friendships, romantic relationships, professional partnerships, or familial bonds, trust acts as the backbone that holds relationships together. Yet there are certain characteristics and behaviors that can undermine this trust. Coupled with insights from Stoic philosophy, we can better understand the origins of these trust-breaking traits and how to address them. This guide will delve into these characteristics and provide a Stoic perspective on how to navigate them in our everyday lives. Dishonesty. Perhaps the most obvious characteristic that undermines trust is dishonesty. Whether it's little white lies or larger deceptions, dishonest acts erode the foundation of trust. Stoicism emphasizes living in accordance with nature and virtue. Dishonesty disrupts this harmony. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it." This simple guiding principle can be a compass in maintaining trust. Inconsistency. Consistent behavior over time establishes reliability. When one's actions and words are inconsistent, it casts doubt on their dependability. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, suggests that we should be consistent in our actions and words. By remaining true to our commitments and demonstrating consistency, we align with the Stoic ideal of integrity. Lack of empathy. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a profound level. A lack of it can make individuals feel misunderstood or undervalued. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our shared humanity. By developing empathy, we not only foster trust but also cultivate an understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. 4. Breach of confidentiality. Sharing confidential information or secrets entrusted to us is a direct assault on trust. Stoicism values self-control and restraint. By mastering our impulses, we can ensure that we keep confidences intact, respecting the trust given to us. Self-centeredness relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. Being overly focused on oneself can lead to neglecting the needs and feelings of others. While Stoics promote self-awareness, they also recognize the importance of social duties. Seneca stated, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." By placing value on the well-being of others, we build stronger, trust-filled bonds. Avoidance. Avoiding difficult conversations or issues creates an atmosphere of uncertainty. Stoics believe in facing challenges head-on. Avoidance disrupts the Stoic principle of living in accordance with reality. By confronting issues directly, we demonstrate transparency and build trust. Manipulation using others for personal gain or manipulating situations to one's advantage can rapidly destroy trust. Stoicism advises use to act justly and in the service of the common good. Manipulative actions are in direct opposition to this principle. Broken promises. Promises are explicit affirmations of trust. Breaking them without valid reasons signals unreliability. Stoicism teaches us the importance of our commitments. As Marcus Aurelius notes, "Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil." Lack of accountability. Not taking responsibility for one's actions and mistakes can strain trust. Stoicism emphasizes personal responsibility. By acknowledging our missteps and taking corrective actions, we embody the Stoic value of wisdom and responsibility. Inability to forgive. Holding on to grudges and not forgiving minor mistakes can hinder trust building. Stoics believe in the imperfection of human nature. Recognizing this, we should be prepared to forgive and understand that, like us, others too are on a journey of personal growth. Trust is a delicate and invaluable element of any relationship. While various characteristics can undermine it, understanding these traits and counteracting them can help foster trust. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, self-control, and understanding, offers invaluable insights into how we can navigate the complexities of trust in relationships. For viewers seeking to cultivate or restore trust, a Stoic approach can provide a grounded philosophical foundation. By integrating these principles, we can not only protect and nourish the trust in our relationships, but also journey towards a more harmonious, authentic, and fulfilling life. Anxiety, that overwhelming sensation of dread, unease, or fear, has been a part of human experience for centuries. Yet, with the modern world and its accompanying stressors, anxiety disorders are becoming increasingly prevalent. In our quest to find solace, one ancient philosophy, Stoicism, offers valuable insights into overcoming anxiety. What is Stoicism? Stoicism, founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BC, is a philosophy that teaches the development of virtue and wisdom as a means to achieve true happiness. It focuses on understanding things we can control and those we cannot, promoting acceptance and understanding in the face of life's adversities. The Stoic principles, dichotomy of control. The foundation of Stoic philosophy is understanding the difference between things we can control, our actions, beliefs, judgments, and those we cannot, others' opinions, external events, outcomes. Anxiety often arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. By accepting what we can't control, we free ourselves from the chains of anxiety. Nature's course. Stoics believe in accepting the natural order of things. Life is impermanent, filled with ups and downs. Accepting life's natural flow can mitigate the triggers that exacerbate anxiety. Inner fortress Stoics emphasize the development of an inner fortress, an unshakable core that remains steadfast amidst external chaos. With this fortress, external stresses have less influence over our internal state, reducing anxiety. Stoic practices for overcoming anxiety. Morning reflection. Start each day by understanding your intentions. What's in your control, what isn't? Set realistic expectations. Journaling. Write down your fears, hopes, and thoughts. This act provides clarity, and by putting thoughts on paper, you can objectively analyze and confront them. Negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario. It may sound counterintuitive, but this practice helps in understanding the transient nature of life, making the present moment more valuable. Meditation. Not just a Buddhist practice, meditation helps in grounding oneself and developing an acute sense of the present, alleviating anxious thoughts about the past or future. Stoic quotes on anxiety. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. Epictetus. This quote emphasizes that our reactions, not external events, cause distress. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Seneca. Anticipatory anxiety only heightens our suffering. Focus on the present. Today, I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. Marcus Aurelius. Recognizing anxiety as an internal perception rather than an external fact is empowering. Stoic mindfulness and present moment. Awareness. Stoicism teaches that the past is unchangeable and the future is uncertain. Thus, the present moment is the only true reality. By practicing mindfulness and staying in the present, one can diminish anxiety arising from past regrets or future worries. Overcoming social anxiety through Stoicism. Cosmopolitanism. Stoics view all humans as part of a single universal family. By perceiving everyone as inherently connected, social interactions become less daunting. Detach from judgments. Fear of judgment is a significant contributor to social anxiety. Recognize that others' opinions are outside your control and are not a reflection of your true self. Challenges and misconceptions. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but understanding and channeling them productively. It's not about indifference, but about discernment, understanding what truly matters. In a world filled with uncertainties, the teachings of Stoicism offer a beacon of hope. By understanding and internalizing the dichotomy of control, developing an inner fortress, and cultivating present moment awareness, one can effectively combat and overcome anxiety. Remember, anxiety, like all emotions, is an internal perception. Through the lenses of Stoicism, we gain the tools to navigate life's tumultuous waves, finding serenity amidst chaos. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Stoicism and its remedies for anxiety. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content. Welcome to today's discussion on Stoicism and its profound impact on relationships. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, established in Athens in the 3rd century BCE, is not just about enduring hardships. At its core, it's a guide to navigating life with wisdom, especially our relationships, be they with friends, family, or romantic partners. Understanding Stoicism. Before diving into the nexus of Stoicism and relationships, let's first unravel the essence of Stoicism. This philosophy teaches that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. It emphasizes virtue and wisdom as the path to true happiness, advocating for a life in accordance with nature. Stoicism's core tenets, the dichotomy of control, understand what is within our control, our actions, beliefs, and emotions, and what is not, others' actions, the natural world. living according to nature. This does not mean retreating to the woods, but rather understanding the natural order of things and living in a way that is in harmony with this order. Virtue is the sole good. External things like wealth, reputation, and even health are not good or bad in themselves. It's our judgments about them that give them value. The only true good is virtue, as it's the only thing that can guarantee happiness. The dichotomy of control in relationships. Many relationship conflicts arise from trying to control the uncontrollable. For instance, we might attempt to change our partner's habits, beliefs, or feelings. But Stoicism reminds us that we can never truly control another person. Instead, we should focus on controlling our reactions, our emotions, and our judgments about them. For instance, if a partner forgets an anniversary, instead of reacting with anger or disappointment, a Stoic approach would involve understanding that human memory is fallible, a natural occurrence, and that the real value of the relationship is not based on remembering dates, but on mutual love and respect. Living according to nature in relationships. Relationships, like everything else, have a natural ebb and flow. Stoicism teaches acceptance of natural cycles. Sometimes relationships may go through challenging phases, arguments, misunderstandings, or periods of detachment. Instead of resisting these phases, acknowledging and understanding them as part of the natural rhythm can be healthier. This is not to say that one should passively accept negative dynamics, but it means recognizing the inherent imperfections in human relationships, striving for understanding and working towards resolution without excessive emotional turmoil. Virtue in relationships. If virtue is the solely good, what does it mean for our relationships? It means that the true value of our relationships is not found in external validations like social status, looks, or even shared interests. Instead, the quality of our relationships is determined by the virtues they cultivate in us and our partners: patience, understanding, trust, and kindness. Practical Stoic advice for relationships: embrace impermanence. Relationships change as people grow. Stoicism reminds us to appreciate the present moment and the current phase of a relationship, whether it's the passionate beginning of a romantic relationship or the deep trust built over years of friendship. Practice. Gratitude. Instead of focusing on a partner's flaws or what's missing in a relationship, Stoicism guides us to appreciate the good, cultivating a sense of gratitude. Communicate with wisdom. Instead of reacting impulsively in disagreements, Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and respond with understanding and empathy. Self-reflection. Stoics advocate for regular introspection. In the context of relationships, this means asking oneself, how can I be a better partner or friend? What judgments or biases am I bringing into this relationship? Stoicism offers a refreshing lens to view our relationships. Instead of pursuing fleeting feelings or external validations, Stoicism directs us to deeper, more sustainable values. It reminds us of the impermanent nature of human experiences and teaches us to navigate relationships with wisdom, patience, and virtue. Whether you're facing challenges in a romantic relationship or looking to deepen your bond with friends and family, Stoicism provides timeless wisdom for harmonious connections. Adversity is an inevitable part of the human experience. From financial hardships to personal losses, life is replete with challenges that test our mental and emotional strength. In such times, an ancient philosophy known as Stoicism offers a roadmap to not just enduring life's tribulations, but thriving in spite of them. Today, we'll delve deep into the transformative power of Stoic resilience and how it empowers us to face adversity with grace and poise. Introduction to Stoicism. Originating in Athens around 300 BC, with thinkers like Zeno of Citium, Stoicism became one of the most influential philosophical schools of the Roman Empire. Central to Stoic thought is the belief that while we cannot always control external events, we can control our responses to them. By focusing on our internal character and virtues, we can achieve a state of inner peace and unshakable resilience. The dichotomy of control. A cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former Roman slave turned philosopher, articulated it simply: some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. Understanding this principle is crucial for resilience. It teaches us to focus our energy on things within our control, our actions, thoughts, and feelings, and to accept those things outside of it. For instance, we can't control global events, the actions of others, or the weather, but we can control our reactions to them. When faced with adversity, a Stoic strives to react with composure, maintaining their inner equilibrium. The value of perspective. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "The obstacle is the way." To a Stoic, challenges are not setbacks but opportunities for growth. They teach us to shift our perspective, viewing adversity not as a misfortune but as a chance to exercise virtue and develop character. In the face of hardship, ask yourself, what can this teach me? Perhaps it's patience, compassion, or the value of perseverance. With the right perspective, every challenge becomes a lesson. Embracing transience. Another Stoic tenet is the recognition of life's impermanence. All things, good or bad, will pass. When faced with adversities, remembering the transient nature of life can offer solace. It reminds us that pain too is temporary. By internalizing this, we can navigate life's storms with a calm heart. Preparing the mind. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, often advocated for mental preparation. He suggested occasionally practicing discomfort or contemplating potential adversities. This might sound pessimistic, but it serves a purpose: to build mental fortitude. By occasionally fasting, for instance, we remind ourselves that we can survive with less. By pondering life's uncertainties, we brace our minds for potential challenges. Virtue as the sole good for Stoics. Virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are paramount. External achievements or possessions are considered indifferent, neither good nor bad in themselves. What matters is how we acquire or use them. By cantering our lives around virtue, we anchor ourselves in a stable foundation, immune to life's changing tides. Stoicism in modern times. Modern life is replete with complexities unknown to ancient Stoics, but their teachings remain relevant. In a world characterized by rapid change and uncertainty, Stoic resilience offers a means to navigate challenges with poise. Many modern therapies, like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, draw on Stoic principles, emphasizing the power of our thoughts and perceptions in shaping our emotional responses. Real-life examples. Many renowned personalities, from entrepreneurs like Tim Ferriss to sports figures like Tom Brady, have cited Stoicism as a guiding force in their lives. These individuals, in the face of immense pressure, have showcased exemplary resilience, attributing their mental strength to Stoic practices. Cultivating Stoic resilience. To harness the power of Stoic resilience, reflect daily. Consider keeping a journal, noting your reactions to challenges and tracing them back to Stoic principles. Practice gratitude. Regularly remind yourself of your blessings, big or small. Engage in mental training. Occasionally place yourself in uncomfortable situations to build mental toughness. In a world teeming with unpredictable adversities, Stoicism stands out as a beacon of hope. By teaching us the art of resilience, it empowers us to transform challenges into opportunities, to view life with a lens of gratitude, and to find inner peace amidst chaos. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Embrace Stoic resilience, and let it be the strength that guides you through life's storms. Time, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy that has garnered much attention in recent years for its practicality in today's world. Specifically, we'll focus on habits that, according to Stoic teachings, can weaken our character and resilience. Recognizing and addressing these habits can help us lead more content, meaningful, and resilient lives. Let's get started. Being reactive instead of proactive Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on things within our control. When we constantly react to external events without any internal reflection, we give away our power. Instead, Stoics urge us to be proactive, to control our reactions, and to recognize that while we cannot control external events, we can always control our perceptions and responses. Seeking external validation. Constantly seeking approval or validation from others is a sure way to be led astray from your values. Seneca, a famous Stoic, believed that if one aligns their actions with virtue and wisdom, then external opinions shouldn't matter. True validation comes from living in accordance with nature and your own principles. Avoiding discomfort. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort, like fasting or enduring cold, helps train the mind and body for adversity. Avoiding discomfort at all costs makes us fragile. Embracing it from time to time can build resilience and remind us of what truly matters. Complaining. Constant. Complaining about situations or other people can blind us to our own role in our problems. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to find contentment in any situation and to look for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Being a slave to desire, Epictetus, another renowned Stoic, often warned against being slaves to our desires or fears. By constantly craving more or running from discomfort, we never find contentment. Instead, we should strive to appreciate the present moment and recognize the difference between needs and wants. Not reflecting Stoicism emphasizes the importance of reflection. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, kept a journal to reflect on his actions and thoughts. Without regular reflection, we risk repeating mistakes and not growing as individuals. Avoiding responsibility. Stoics believe in taking responsibility for our actions and their consequences. Blaming others or circumstances weakens our character and robs us of the opportunity to learn and grow. Neglecting the present moment. While it's important to learn from the past and plan for the future, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in the present. Constantly dwelling on past regrets or anxiously anticipating the future can rob us of the joy and potential of the present moment. Recognizing these habits is the first step towards building a stronger, more resilient character. Embracing the teachings of Stoicism doesn't mean leading a life devoid of emotion or pleasure, but rather leading a life filled with purpose, resilience, and contentment. As you go forward, ask yourself, which of these habits might be holding you back, and how can Stoic wisdom guide you toward a better path? Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, offers timeless advice that many of us often learn, well, a bit too late. So, let's explore the Stoic rules that can make a transformative difference in how we navigate life's challenges. Control versus concern. The Stoics believed in the dichotomy of control, asserting that the world is divided into things we control, our beliefs, judgments, actions, and things we don't, other people's opinions, external events. Wasting mental energy on the uncontrollable drains our vitality and productivity. Begin each day by reminding yourself where your true control lies. This practice can reduce anxiety and increase efficiency. Life's shortness is certain, but its quality is up to you. Seneca's writings emphasize the fragility and fleeting nature of life. Instead of worrying about adding more years to life, the Stoics focused on adding more life to their years. Regularly evaluate your priorities. Are you focusing on what truly enriches your life? Absolutely. Let's delve deeper into each point. 1. Control versus concern. Detail. The Stoics believed in the dichotomy of control, asserting that the world is divided into things we control, our beliefs, judgments, actions, and things we don't, other people's opinions, external events. Wasting mental energy on the uncontrollable drains our vitality and productivity. Extended takeaway. Begin each day by reminding yourself where your true control lies. This practice can reduce anxiety and increase efficiency. 2. Life's shortness is certain, but its quality is up to you. Detail. Seneca's writings emphasize the fragility and fleeting nature of life. Instead of worrying about adding more years to life, the Stoics focused on adding more life to their years. Extended takeaway. Regularly evaluate your priorities. Are you focusing on what truly enriches your life? Emotions are natural, being ruled by them. Isn't the Stoics weren't emotionless? They practiced emotional intelligence. It's about differentiating between the initial emotional reaction and the subsequent response or action. Practice mindfulness. Acknowledge your emotions without letting them dictate your decisions. View obstacles as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius saw setbacks not as hindrances, but as challenges that refine character. This mindset shift can transform one's perspective from victimhood to empowerment. For every challenge, ask, how can I grow from this? Or, what's the hidden opportunity here? Wealth and status don't define your worth. True value in Stoicism isn't determined by external accolades, but by internal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Reevaluate your personal success metrics. Are they external, material wealth, or internal, personal growth? Reflect on the impermanence of life. This is known as memento mori in Stoicism. This reflection isn't meant to be grim, but to encourage gratitude and a sense of urgency in pursuing meaningful life activities. Incorporate regular reflections on life's impermanence to cultivate gratitude and prioritize meaningful endeavors. Limit desires, cultivate contentment. Epictetus taught that unhappiness stems from trying to control the uncontrollable and desiring what we don't possess. True freedom for Stoics is being free from insatiable desires. Practice contentment exercises. For instance, regularly remind yourself of things you're grateful for. Everyone is fighting a battle. Stoicism teaches that we never truly know the entirety of someone's situation. Withholding quick judgments fosters understanding and compassion. Whenever you're quick to judge, remind yourself of times when others misunderstood or misjudged you. Accept change with grace. Change is nature's way, and resisting it is a futile endeavor. The Stoics believed in aligning oneself with the natural order of things and flowing with change rather than against it. Embrace the philosophy of amor fati, or love of fate. Celebrate change as an integral part of life's rhythm. Seek wisdom, not just knowledge. In the age of information, it's easy to confuse knowledge with wisdom. Stoics value practical wisdom and the right application of knowledge for the betterment of oneself and society. Continually ask, how can I apply what I know? Seek mentors and practices that bridge the gap between knowledge and action. So, there we have it, guys. Stoic rules that, had we learned them earlier, might have saved us from countless sleepless nights and heartaches. But it's never too late to embrace Stoicism and its teachings. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's journey towards wisdom together.